Now, if you're taking kids or pets, what you want to do is try to pre-focus, try to figure out where the action's going to be. If you don't have a lot of time to think about this, just turn on your flash, even if you're out in a bright sunny day, and move your camera either to the fast shutter speed or to the kids and pets or action mode. And finally, get down to their level. It's a lot more interesting. Things are happening at their level, not at ours. You know, we've all seen pictures of our kids as we stand up here. In fact, we know what it looks like because we're standing up here. So get down, bend your knees a little bit, or get on your knees and get down to their level. You're going to get some really interesting expressions and fun things that are happening if you do. I do want to mention before I get into moving the images from the camera to the computer, that I know that we've got a lot of different ways that we can do it. At this point we've got Macs, we've got XP, we've got the new Windows operating 7, we've got Vista. We've got all sorts of different softwares. We've got Canon that has their way. When you install their software, they've got one way to do it. We've got Olympus and we've got Nikon's, and they all come with their own shortcuts to or software to getting your pictures from your camera to your computer. So what I did was I kind of picked something that was kind of a common denominator for us all. And even if you don't use Windows XP, I hope that this presentation on how to move the images from the camera to the computer makes enough sense to you that you can translate that information and move those images, if you haven't before, to your computer. First thing you want to do is make sure your camera is turned off. If you have your camera on when you connect these two pieces, oftentimes your camera and your computer won't talk correctly. So turn it off and then hook these two cables in. They both only go in one way, in one direction, so you can't do this wrong. It's set up that way. Once they're plugged in, you will turn your camera on, and a lot of those cameras, once you turn it on, upload starts automatically. Some of you may have to toggle your mode dial to that setting that looks like a little triangle within a rectangle to get the upload to start. But most of you just have to turn your camera on. Now there's another way that you can move your images from your card to your computer, excuse me. And that's to take the card out of the camera and slot it into a card reader. Now this could be a card reader that is separate from your computer. I know a lot of computers already have built-in card readers. Some of your printers have card readers built into them as well. They all work essentially the same way. If you buy a card reader, they shouldn't cost more than about $25. Now the reason why you may want to take this extra step, take the card out of the camera and put it into the card reader, is twofold. One is that the transfer will happen faster using the card reader. I don't quite know why, but moving that digital information is significantly faster using a card reader. And the other is that you're not using the camera's battery power. So you're saving your camera's battery power. So significantly faster, you're not using the computer or the camera's battery power. And special bonus reason number 3 is if for some reason you end up with a computer that doesn't have that proprietary software, like Canons require a proprietary software for this all to happen, for the computer and the camera to talk to each other. If you for some reason have a camera that you can't talk to your computer, you could take the card out of the camera, put it in a card reader, and the card reader will move that information for you. So if you find that you're traveling or your computer got fried and you don't have the software any longer, you might want to use a card reader. But either way, Once you toggle it on and get things going with XP, this dialog box pops up, and what you want to do is make sure that it's copy pictures to a folder and click OK. Now, this just tells you where the information or what drive it's being pulled from. And, who cares? For the most part, I don't. I just want to say, yeah, that's what I want to do, and click Next. And now you get these thumbnails up. And these check marks indicate all the items or all the pictures that are going to be transferred over. So if you, let's say you just wanted one or two of these to be transferred over, not your whole card, you can uncheck everything and just leave those checked, and those are the only ones that'll be moved over. The rest will just stay on your card. So once you have the pictures selected that you want to move over, you just click Next, and with XP, it will ask you, what do you want to name the folder that we're going to put these pictures into. Now with Windows operating system, they all the folders go under your main folder, My Pictures. So you can set up individual folders for each and every item or each and every trip or each and every subject that you want, and then set them up and have them transferred over. This is a drop-down menu. Now if you're using Picasa to transfer the images over, Google Picasa, or you're using